So for the flowers in the background, you can actually get that picture, or you can use your own picture, but that picture is available on publicdomainpictures.net. So if I'm using a picture that's not mine, I like to use, of course, a picture that is public domain, something that somebody doesn't hold the copyright to. So this picture I found just by doing a search of vase of flowers, and then downloaded that, and then I opened it in Photoshop, and you can see here, this is sort of an example of one of the ones that I did. You can do this as a card, or even, something if you wanted to print it out and have in higher quality and have it be a wall hanging or something like that with a picture of your own cat. It's just kind of a little fun project to do. So you can see there's a lot of different ways to place her. So how did I get her in here? Well, I have my original picture of her that I opened, and then I went to select and subject, and Photoshop did his best job of selecting her out of the image, but you can see there's like part of this toy in the background that I don't want, so I'm just going to click on the quick selection tool and the minus and just subtract that part out. And then there's also a little bit of this blue block here that I'm just going to try to minus out. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I'm going to go to edit and copy. Then I'm going to open that picture of the flowers, and then I'm going to paste. There's motor. And you can paste your cat, and just kind of decide where you want to paste. And you can change the size, so if you go to edit and free transform, you could make your cat much smaller, so we could fit her on this side over here, and you can also kind of change the way that she is positioned so it looks a little bit more natural. Okay, so there's our first motor, and then I'm going to go back to edit paste and bring in the second one, and I can go to edit and transform again. I'm going to flip this one horizontal, so it's going to be a little bigger. That's kind of cute. And I think I'm just going to stick with 2 here for this example. Now I'm going to save this, and I'm going to save this as Motor on Flowers 4, because I've got a number of different versions, and I'm going to make sure to save it as a JPEG, because that's going to combine all of those different layers. Okay, the first one that I showed you that had, if we go to filter and filter gallery, the effect that I applied on that, let's close that for a minute. And then open that back up, Motor on Flowers 4. Okay, so now that it's condensed all of those layers together, let's go to Filter, Gallery, and the effect is Texturizer, and that's kind of a neat little effect that you can kind of up it or adjust the scaling until you get it the way that you want. You could also choose different effects, but I'm just going to stick with the Texturizer. Okay, so that would be the first option, and then you can save that. The other option would be to upload your picture into Lunapic, and there are a ton of different filters and options and effects in Lunapic. So that that other picture that I showed you originally, that actually has the Sketch 2. Let me see if I can find that. That actually has the Sketch 2. Here it is. It's called Sketch 2 Effect, and I thought that was kind of cool. But you can try different effects in Lunapic, and then when you find something that you like, you can save it using the little save option here, and it will save on to your computer. So let's just take a look at maybe one more effect while we have it in here. Let's try scribble and see how that looks. And depending on your internet connection, it may be a little bit faster, a little bit slower. Okay, now this is cool too. I want to save them all. Yeah, so again, I could save that, or if you don't like that, you could go on and experiment with graffiti or any of the other ones. So have fun, and if you want to submit what you got as a result of trying this out, I'd love to see it. Oh, that is that's cool too. I'm going to save that too.